Hey, it's Jake and Andy from Two Dudes Reviews, and today we're taking you on a tour of the whiskeys of the world.
Whiskeys of the world.
You gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
So we're hanging out here at a place called the Atlantis Resort Casino. It's in Reno, Nevada, and this is a joint that often does, wine dinners, and I don't know if they've done any beer dinners yet, but tonight they're doing an event called the Whiskies of the World, and we figured this was a great opportunity.
Great opportunity.
To go and try some whiskey.
Wait a minute. We have 5 glasses of whiskey in front of us.
Pretty much.
We're eating at some point, aren't we?
Yes. Let's start at the top here.
All right. So the first one,
yes.
We're going to have a mini po' boy, oyster po' boy. And they have, this is, what's it called? This is Knob Creek Rye.
It's a Knob Creek Rye,
okay.
And the cocktail is a Sazerac. So we're going to try the Knob Creek Rye to begin with, and then we're going to move on and see how it kind of opens up when you use it as a mixer.
So James talking, I'm just ready to drink.
I hear you. See, I'm getting some nice big smoky. Rye has a relatively distinct smell to it that you might not be able to pick out the different nuances if you're going from a rye to a bourbon, but if you smell them side by side, there are some distinct differences.
Rye's got a much drier flavor to it, a little more spice in my opinion. Not as much of that oaky sweetness.
Much spicier.
Much spicier. So
now,
that's
for you bourbon or rye novices. It's important.
Wait, that's us.
That kind of is us.
We're kind of novices.
It's important to swish it around in your mouth. Get it all over the gums. Don't just let it go from tongue to the back of the throat, or else it's going to burn, and that won't be good at all. By the way, this is Tracie here, who's bringing over our cocktails. Okay, so this is the Apricot. We're going to do
goes
that
with the Basil Hayden.
With the Basil Hayden.
The Laphoraig.
I'm still trying to keep all these separate here.
Stop it.
Okay.
You didn't line yours up in an organized manner like that.
No, I got it going on. I got a line.
You know what you're doing.
I got a line.
No, it's just curved or arced or something. Anyway. All right, so...
what do you think of the rye? That's good.
I will typically have rye in Manhattan.
I
like bourbon Manhattan, obviously, but a rye Manhattan.
Now, how come you got the lemon and I got stiffed on the lemon? And it almost looks like your Japanese Yamazaki is a little higher than mine.
Because I'm special. Here, I'll give you...
You are better. Here,
take
I'm just going to take the end. Just, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to kind of get the rim a little bit.
Let's rub that around.
What you want to do really is get more of the smells, because a lot of taste has to do with what's going on here and your nose. Just as much. You have a certain number of taste buds, certain designations for your taste buds here on the palate.
All here, but it's connected here.
But it's connected there.
So I get a lot because I have a big nose. Sazerac. So the funny thing is that the first one of these I ever had was a few months ago, thanks to Anime at Picnic Pub.
So you have a Sazerac knowledge?
No. I have a very, very, very small Sazerac experience.
Okay.
I don't know what that translates to.
What the hell goes into Sazerac?
I don't know. She just said, "Here, try this. It's a Sazerac. If you like," she said, "if you like a Manhattan, try a Sazerac." Mm-hmm. Right. So that's.
It's very good.
It's not as sweet.
It's not incredibly sweet, and man, does it ever temper out some of the spiciness of that rye.
Without a doubt.
Right?
Tasty.
So, let's move on. We have something that looks like it has mint in it. Are we doing that next? Oh, no.
No.
We're doing the Yamazaki.
The Yamazaki. This is the 12-year-old malt.
Now, it's a Japanese single malt, okay? And they're serving it up tonight. Get this, a seafood udon bowl, which makes a lot of sense.
Udon bowl.
A
Japanese
udon
whiskey.
bowl was something that's Japanese, right?
I agree.
I was asking the other day, how in the hell did Japanese get so damn famous and start out whiskeying us?
They're good at everything. They're I think as a country they take pride in everything they do, and as a society. So
we were talking about maybe having some ice cubes that were in this, but
I don't know.
I'd say let's just
I'm
go
just going to hit it.
Wow. Now, if I was going to... do a blend of a Scotch and a bourbon, it would taste like a Japanese whiskey. I definitely get a little bit of that peat. So it tastes to me like they smoked it a little bit.
I was going to ask if it's possible for this to taste Japanese.
Drink enough of it, it will make your eyes go sideways,
Make you go sideways. No, I mean, just how smooth and fantastic is that? So yeah, it's not on the bourbon side. It's not that oaky, that big oaky vanilla bourbon, but it's not that peaty. You know how I am about Scotch, right? I'm not a big Scotch fan, especially very, very high peat content or influence Scotch. So this is a great blend of the two.
And I was going to say my taste buds are certainly tingling up right now. If I was going to compare it on the tannin line as far as the burn in the back of the throat, I was expecting it to have a bit more of a hit.
Bigger alcohol.
It doesn't. It's so incredibly smooth.
That's beautiful. I wish I had something to
cleanse your palate with. A little bit of mint.
How about a piece of mint?
Well, I think we're moving on to apricot.
Is that what this is?
Apricot, tomato, potato, potato. What is
I
it,
agree.
Andy?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
All right, I'm going to cleanse my palate.
This is edible. Okay.
With a little mint.
A little mint.
I hope
Cleanse
it
the
doesn't-
palate.
Yeah.
Hope it doesn't ruin it. I bet it would go really well with apricot.
With apricot.
Apricot. What do we have?
I have a special ice cube for you.
Oh,
Ice
geez,
cube.
we already
This
drank the
goes
Yamazaki.
where?
Right, but she brought one.
This goes in here?
Yeah, the Yamazaki.
We just drank
got
it.
through drinking it.
Oh, did you finish
We
it all?
did.
Shoot, we had
I'm
to bring
sorry.
these over from the steakhouse.
That's
That's
okay.
all right.
That's well.
You know what? We talked wonderfully about the whiskey. But at dinner we'll have the ice cube.
Yes.
Perfect.
We're going to do a little more later.
Okay.
All right.
These reviews are dangerous for us, Andy, because you tend to get a little bit of a buzz going on pretty quickly.
Well, especially when you haven't eaten since lunch and you're drinking whiskey.
You know what I had for lunch?
First, whiskey.
No, Mac Attack.
Mac Attack.
2 Big Macs.
Oh my gosh.
I know, right?
How are you even sitting?
I was hungry. Wow, you know what? Just smell that for a second.
This isn't fair because this is Basil Hayden is a
Just smell that.
it's a go-to for me.
Yeah.
I love this bourbon. It's
and
a beautiful
it's
whiskey.
got, based on everything else that we've tried so far tonight, this has really got some floral notes that, frankly, I haven't picked out before when I go straight to this in the past.
Oh, okay. So the exposure to the other whiskeys has kind of opened
It's
your
changed my palate
a little bit.
I think.
You sure it's not the mint that made it floral?
Shut up, Andy. Yeah, is right.
All right,
Okay.
I'm saving that for later.
And the chicken stuffed roulade.
Roulade, yeah, that's how you
I
pronounce
was
it.
going to say you're the culinary guy in the relationship here.
No, I'm not.
So
Oh wait, a little bit. But
yeah.
stuffed chicken roulade, mascarpone goat cheese, roasted red pepper. That's going to be amazing. But there's an apricot orange coulis, and so what we're going to drink now is the apricot daisy with the Basil
The
Hayden.
Basil Hayden. That's almost Sour Patch Kids,
But not to an extreme.
not to an extreme.
That's
I definitely get that. It's just a hint of apricot. It's not a
Right.
huge apricot.
right. Did I say apricot before? I did. I think I say apricot, and he says apricot.
I'm from the south, where it's apricot.
You put groovy on your potatoes too.
No. Shut up, Andy.
All right, that's dangerous.
This is Lake Tahoe
Wait,
beach drink.
oh my gosh!
We
Yeah,
have to,
we have to get the recipe for this.
Yeah, Casey.
And if the two hot chicks were here, we wouldn't be able to finish.
No,
They
they'd
would
be
have already
taking all
taken it
that.
out of our
We will get the
hands.
recipe for this particular drink right here, the Apricot Daisy,
Oh my gosh.
from Casey, and we'll print it up in a future edition of Two Dudes Reviews. So
Okay, that's beautiful.
stay tuned for that one. All right, one more.
Okay, here we go.
Now, this is the 10-year-old
We've already.
Laphoraig.
No, pit smoked
Oh,
barbecue
wait a minute.
short ribs
Yeah.
with mint juleps.
Mint julep. Never mind.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. You had him at barbecue.
What's that? Laphoraig.
Lafroig. That one's next.
That's after this.
Yeah.
That's
So-
how we're finishing.
Now, this is not just your regular everyday drinking Jim Beam. This
No.
is a double oak from Kentucky Jim Beam, where from
Where's
what
the
I
other Jim Beam
understand,
from?
they make some good bourbon in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Thank you, Captain Audius.
You know what I like? I like this following the Basil Hayden.
Yeah.
It's such a different.
Certain contrast to it.
Oh my gosh,
Creamy.
It is creamy, but there's that big oak. If you're a big fan of big oak, there's that big oak that you're looking for.
And on the nose too.
Yeah.
You know, and I know this is a Jim Beam product, but you know, when you're talking about like Jack Daniels has a really particular smell and particular
very
taste,
unique flavor.
and the same thing with Jim Beam.
Yeah.
For me, I know when I'm drinking Jim Beam, it just smells like. I'm sure if we went to the distillery in Kentucky,
Right.
we would walk in and the whole distillery would smell like
let's
that.
do that.
Let's do that.
Soon.
Okay, so that's a Jim Beam, and we're backing it up here with a smoked mint julep. Obviously, the oak imparting here in the mint julep to give it that
Without a
smoky
doubt.
flavor, from what I understand. And I think that they harvested these mint leaves from the backyard.
So they look very fresh.
Very fresh, airy.
That's nice. It's again tart,
Very tart.
and I like how it cuts the sweetness of that bourbon, right?
Yes.
Just so you know, there's a lot of people around because they're getting ready for this big dinner. We're just crashing the party early, so it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And if you did follow us on Facebook, because this will go after the Facebook gig, but we're going to go live on Facebook during this dinner as well. So you kind of get to see all the aspects of what's going on. It's kind of neat, actually. I've never really worked in a restaurant, and to see how much effort goes into a dinner like this.
Yeah.
It's a big event and a big presentation. And I almost feel bad about messing up this whole table. They keep coming and setting stuff up, and then we keep moving stuff around. So fortunately, we're going to be here with Tracie, though. So maybe we get a little
Tracie's going to help
reprieve.
us reset everything.
We're going to try and reset it all.
Yeah.
Mint julep, gorgeous. I can totally see myself at the Kentucky Derby drinking a smoked mint julep.
Now, what would you say the difference would be, Andy, between the mint julep here and a mojito? Because they're both
Bourbon.
mint, right? I mean, bourbon, certainly.
Bourbon.
But flavor differences.
Oh, there's nowhere near as much sugar in this.
Yeah.
The mojito is super sweet, right? So rum on its own is sweet, but then you get the just a sheer volume of simple syrup in a mojito versus this, which is again tart,
Very tart.
refreshing. The first summer day we have, because we haven't had one yet. We'll
got a
be
pseudo
making,
summer day a couple
oh
weeks
my
back.
gosh, I'm moving this over.
Okay.
So this is Scotch, and it's big and smoky and peaty. Like before I even get to my nose,
Andy hates Scotch.
I don't hate Scotch. I just don't like it as much as
Andy
bourbon.
hates Scotch. You know what he told me about Scotch? It sucks.
I'm just not a big Scotch fan, and I want to like Scotch. I kind of do.
Okay.
I think it makes me feel like a grown-up if I'm drinking Scotch.
This is
But,
a 10-year-old Laphoraig. We've been told how to pronounce it properly
We
like
still
5
can't
times
remember.
tonight, but we've been drinking. So,
Just a little.
Yeah. From Islay.
All right, so
Mellow, and it totally tastes like what it smells like. Exactly.
it is a big smoky bowl of peat, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not horrible. I gotta say, honestly, I'm not disliking this. It's just a different, unique flavor.
Listen, I don't want this to sound derogatory, but in your defense a little bit, it's incredibly strong. The best thing I could equate it to, if you've never had this type of spirit, is burnt rubber a little bit.
It's like, well,
Kind of burnt rubbery, right?
it's like chewing on a stick from the fire pit. And I'm a fan of smoke. I smoke. I mean, like not cigarettes. I smoke food, right? I'm a big fan of smoke. We're going to do some ribs on Sunday. Y'all should come over.
Yeah.
We're not. But this, I mean, that's I guess the problem that I have with a lot of the big Scotches is that it's so over the top smoky. It's just beyond it's too much. Right?
Listen, if you want to get into the whiskey business and you want to take care of it seriously at home, again, first big piece of advice, don't let it go from tongue to the back of the mouth and swallow it. Swish that around. Really take in all the essence of what it's about. Number 2, invest in some of these tulips. All right, you can put whiskey in any type of glass you possibly want, but in order to really project that smell up into the mouth, look at the curvature on that, up into the nose.
No, I was looking at the cool words on the bottom. It's the Glenfiddich or something like that. It's really neat. They're etched.
Yes. Invest in a couple of these nice tulips right here. So that's it for part one
What
of
about this?
Whiskeys of
What
the
about
World.
You forgot the cocktail.
That's because, man, I just
This
want
is
more of this
the
straight
this
up
is the
Scotch.
frog pop
Okay, all right.
cocktail. So now you take that big smoky, and it's got a big smoke nose.
Now, you were mentioning simple syrup earlier.
Yeah,
That's
this is
kind of
the
simple
sweet.
syrup bomb.
This is the simple syrup. Sweetness, though, it kind of cuts that smoke. The smoke is still there.
Yeah.
I think it's still all in here. It's like smoking a cigar, and then the morning you wake up and you got this. I still have that smoke from that Scotch in my head right now.
Yeah.
But
Definitely tames it out a little bit.
it
and
tames it
evens
down.
out
So,
the edges.
so I will enjoy this cocktail this evening with, I don't know,
Roasted
roasted
snake.
River strip loin.
I just stopped at snake.
Oh,
I was like,
holy
wow, we're going to
moly,
have
roasted
roasted snake. It'll be great.
Wow,
Rattlesnake.
I'm now actually looking at this menu going,
Oh, I'm in
holy
trouble.
crap, that's a
in
lot
trouble.
of food. It's
Yeah.
going to be amazing. I can't wait to try it. Again, if you're watching this post live on Facebook, but we're gonna throw a couple of cameras on the table. Hopefully, our hosts and the people sitting with us at the table won't mind too much about our antics and the silly stuff we say. I'm going to try and be a little more PC about our videos.
As Andy gets a little bit more liquored up.
Whatever, you
So
know.
you bite the tongue.
Anyway, part 2 will be coming up here shortly.
Two Dudes Reviews and the Whiskeys of the World from the Atlantis. Hey, it's Jave and Andy. So if you've made it this far into the video, I have
Made
no
it a
idea.
long way.
I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. Eh? You must not have anything better to do.
No, you must not.
Look, there's a whole bunch of clickbait crap around here. Check out one of our playlists. Check out one of our other videos.
Our other videos? Those are the cow videos.
Yeah, we don't have the other videos up yet. I might have something at home. I don't know. Don't tell my wife about that, okay? But subscribe, because when you subscribe, that's the only way we can afford to hang out in places like the Atlantis Resort and Casino here in Reno and drink their fancy bourbons and scotches, whiskeys. Oh yeah.
Heck yeah.